This might be my favorite week. We're doing compound sentences and run-ons. So I thought I'd try the camera feature too. So you get to watch me as we go through everything that you need to see. And learn it session first. We did simple sentences where you have a complete thought and you have a subject and a predicate. So the alarm clock rang. We also have a compound sentence. So now we're going to take two simple sentences and join them together. In order to join them together, though, we have to be really careful that we include a comma and a conjunction. A conjunction is a word like and, but, or. You need both those things in order to actually stick the sentences together. So we have the alarm clock rang, comma, and I woke up. So let's see if we can figure out which ones are simple and which ones are compound. The music started and I began to dance. It has two sentences. The music started, I began to dance, and it has a comma and a conjunction in the middle, so it's a compound sentence. John likes peas and carrots. Well, here we have John, he's the subject, and he likes something. Now, he happens to like two things, but do you notice after the and, there's not a full sentence here? So it's not a compound, it's just a simple sentence. One subject, one thing about him. He likes food. What about this one? The ball came quickly, comma, and I hit it. Sometimes I miss. There's a comma, conjunction. I hit it is a sentence. The ball came quickly is a sentence. It's compound. I enjoy bowling, but my brother likes reading. Where do you think that one goes? It's a compound too. Comma and a conjunction, and it has a sentence on each side. All right, we have two left. The pencil broke when I tried to color the picture. This is a special kind of sentence we're going to talk about later. It has two sentences, the pencil broke. It also has, I tried to color the picture. When is going to be a special conjunction? This kind of sentence is called a complex sentence. So it doesn't really fit in either category right now. The soccer player is talented. One subject is talented, one predicate. It's a simple sentence. What about a sentence like this? You gotta watch out for these. Brian likes to eat pizza and hates pickles. So we have Brian. He's one subject. Notice here he likes to eat pizza and he hates pickles. He does two things, so there's a compound predicate there. But is it a compound sentence? So let's go through what it has to be a compound sentence. It has to have a sentence, comma, and then an and, but, or, and then another sentence. Look what comes after the and here. Hates pickles. Hates pickles isn't a sentence by itself. And there's no comma. So it's not a compound sentence, and it doesn't need a comma because it's just Brian and then two things about him. Brian likes to eat pizza and hates pickles. It would be like if you had a sentence like this. Let's do a little smaller font here. Brian, comma, and Jamie like to eat. Well, you wouldn't put a comma in between there because there's just two people you're listing. Same thing happens if you list one person and two things about them. Brian likes to eat and plays golf. No comma when you're just listing two things. So, what's the difference between a compound sentence and a compound sentence and a sentence with compound predicates? Let me read that one more time so you can think about it. What's the difference between a compound sentence, that's the ones I've just been talking about, and a sentence with compound predicates like we did last week? Well, compound sentence has two sentences in it. Like here, the music started, I began to dance. And it has comma and a conjunction in the middle. A compound predicate sentence has only one subject, but then two things about it. Or it could have more than two things. Brian might like to eat pizza, hate pickles, and run a marathon. What about this one? Brian likes to eat ice cream and spaghetti. Does it need a comma? No, because it's still Brian and still things that he likes, and there's only 2 of them. If we listed 3, he likes to eat ice cream, spaghetti, and Brussels sprouts. Then we would want commas in between them. Are there 2 simple sentences here? Brian likes to eat ice cream. Well, look what comes after the and. Just spaghetti. There's not another sentence, so no comma. What about this one? Jack and Rachel are going to the movies. Well, we have 2 subjects here, Jack and Rachel, but only one thing they're doing, only one predicate. So no comma in this sentence either. In order to put the comma with the and, you have to have a sentence on both sides of the comma and the and. Now let's talk about run-ons. That's when your sentence keeps going and going and going and going and going. The alarm clock rang, I woke up. The play was long, it was fantastic. So how do you fix those run-on sentences? You could put a period in between the 2 complete sentences. The alarm clock rang, period, I woke up. Or, because now we know about compound sentences, you could combine them into one big sentence. The alarm clock rang, comma, and, I don't think I can write and with my little pen, with my mouse here. There we go. And I woke up. Or the play was long, comma, but it was fantastic. So you can make 2 separate sentences if you want, or you can add that comma and conjunction and make it one big sentence. So let's fix these. We leave for our vacation on Monday, we're ready to go. Well, there's more than one sentence in there. We leave for our vacation on Monday, period, capital letter, we're ready to go. Or you could say, we leave for our vacation on Monday, comma, and we're ready to go. I'll put that one in there too so you can see it. Now, when you do a comma and, or a comma but, or a comma or, the comma goes next to the word before it, and then there's a space before your and if you're typing. In Mexico, we saw a shark and we swam in the ocean and visited the Mayan ruins. That sounds like a fun trip. Now, we're doing a lot of things in that sentence. So in Mexico, we saw a shark. We could put an exclamation point here, and then take out the and put a capital letter. We swam in the ocean and visited the Mayan ruins. Now, no comma, because you're just doing 2 things. It's a compound predicate, not a compound sentence. We also could fix this sentence a little differently. We could say, in Mexico, we saw a shark, comma, and we swam in the ocean and visited the Mayan ruins. It's a lot of thought in there, but you could do it that way. So now you try one. The fire was spreading quickly. The firefighters hurried to put it out. Look where it naturally breaks, and that's probably where your run-on is. The fire was spreading quickly. There's a complete thought. So we could put a period in here with a capital letter. The firefighters hurried to put it out. Or we could do the fire was spreading quickly and the firefighters hurried to put it out. So here we have some comma stuff that we talked about already. We're going to add one other thing this week, and that's a semicolon. A semicolon takes the place of the comma and. So it's when 2 sentences are separate, but they're really closely related, so you want to put them together. So check out the one on the screen. We had too many fumbles, semicolon, we lost the game. Just be careful you don't use too many of them. The sentences need to be really closely related to put them. Let's try some sentences. Mom wants the chores done. She wants them done properly. So in this sentence, we could create 2 separate sentences. Mom wants the chores done, period. She wants them done properly. Or we could do that new compound sentence thing. Mom wants the chores done, comma, and she wants them done properly. If you put in a semicolon, no and. Just mom wants the chores done, she wants them done properly. What about this one? I have a big test tomorrow. I can't go to the movie tonight. Now this is one where you might add in a word like so. I have a big test tomorrow, so I can't go to the movie tonight. But if we're sticking with our other compound sentence conjunctions and but or, I have a big test tomorrow, comma, and I can't go to the movie tonight. But I can't go to the movie tonight? Nope, and. You could also do two separate sentences. I have a big test tomorrow. I can't go to the movie tonight. Let's try to fix the sentences below. The fire is spreading quickly. The firefighters hurried to put it out. We had that sentence before. And if you remember right, we could put a period and a capital letter. Or we could do a comma and. Or with our new semicolon, we could put a semicolon and then a lower t. This is one where you probably wouldn't use a semicolon because the firefighters hurried to put it out happened after it was spreading quickly. So I would probably do two separate sentences or a compound sentence here. What about this one? Let's check out Bill. Bill was going bald. His hair was falling out. Yep, we need something after bald. Either a period and a capital letter, or we need Bill was going bald, maybe a semicolon, his hair was falling out, because they mean the same thing. Going bald, hair's falling out. So those are closely related. That's when you might use a semicolon. I have a few sentences that you can try to figure out if you can find the mistakes, and that will be in the next video.